Oh, what's up everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer, and we're having something very interesting today. As you guys know, previously I did do a review for the Fury Toys Shark Squad Abyss. I can never remember it. I'll be in the title, of course. But their Gypsy figure, and that was a really fun figure. And so I did say I've got both of the others. I've got Crazy Boy Billy and Public Enemy Arthur. So these are the other two in the group in the set, and yeah, I'm actually very excited, especially after the first one. So this is going to be a little different than my other reviews because these are all effectively in the same buck. So I will be talking probably more about the differences of them, the general aesthetics, the thoughts on it all, and then if there's any major differences between the two, I'll bring it up here. But these guys are basically all the same figure, so please watch the Gypsy review if you haven't already to get an overall of how this buck looks. And we're going to get these boxes open. We're going to see what these figures look like. Of course, on here we've got the back of it. It's the same, showing all three of the squads. We got a little zoom in on the sides here of these guys. The best photography is here on the cover, though. So enough about the boxes. Let's get these figures open, and I think we're gonna start off with Arthur because he's got a cute little top hat. First, I'm calling it audible. These are not going to be done in the same video. Each one of these is going to be a separate video. There's just too much to talk about. How? First of all, oh my gosh, they got personality. Absolutely has personality. Like I said, articulation is all the same. Somehow, this one feels a little different. I'm not having the problem of the lower part of the pants dropping down like I was with Gypsy. I want to mention that first. Also, the ankles seem a little firmer too. That's a good thing. There's some very neat aesthetics they put in this figure though, and that's really what I want to talk about. Again, articulation is absolutely minimal. I would have loved a double jointed elbow, and I'll probably say it when I do the next figure. But they more than make up for it with all the side stuff. Let me tell you, it is just, honestly, this is some beautiful, beautiful work. We'll talk about the Tommy gun here. We'll talk about the pistols. But the most important thing we need to talk about is this hat. Why is this hat so important? Because this hat is magnetic. And that is how his hat stays on. And that is smart. Magnets are nowhere near used enough. I think the last time I talked about a magnet on a figure was that a weird ninja guy I had. Was it a ninja figure I had? No, it was the Master Splinter. That's what it was. The last time I had, yeah, was the Master Splinter from Fury Toys, who also made this, which now makes sense. So, yes, magnets, I think, are so underutilized, and they just make it so much easier. Oh, and the prey predator as well. So he's got a cute little hat, and it stays on there, so I don't have to worry about it falling off and losing it. He also has, like I said, the Tommy gun, which has a very nice long strap to go over this body. We have trigger holding hands. Again, they're kind of more trigger hands. Again, I think what I'll probably do is have to... oh, it actually goes in pretty well. As you see, it holds the gun quite nicely, as well as we get an effect for the gun. Just when you think it doesn't get better, it gets better. He also comes with a golden gun. So we've got two different types here, plus we have two different trigger hands, so I can have him dual wielding. I can have the pistol. We also have mentioned the Tommy gun, and we have a second effect as well, so we can have, like, you know, motions going across, you know, multiple gunfire, which is perfect for the machine gun. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But wait, there's more. He has a dainty hand. That's right, a dainty hand. And what do we put in the dainty hand? We get a wine glass. Because this guy's sophisticated. He doesn't drink beer like Gypsy does. And this sits in here okay. I'll admit, this one could probably be a little better. Okay, it's kind of nice if you wedge it between the fingers. Again, this would be the part where I wish he had the double jointed elbows, because I know when I put this hand on him, it just isn't going to go right. Okay, that holds way too well. I love it. And finally, he comes with a stogie, where once again, we can have him hold the cigar. Oh, there's actually a groove in the fingers just to hold that. That is awesome. So I can have him hold the cigar. The jaw, of course, is movable. One thing that's also pretty neat, the vest here is soft plastic, and come on, there we go. This can actually be removed. It takes a little bit of work. You always got to flex this a little, kind of fold it up a little, and it can work over the tail, and then the dorsal fin, and this whole thing's removable, so you can have a much more athletic version as well. Now, he has the open hands. He does not have the fists, so I can't give him, say, Gypsy's weapons. Of course, everything is all painted nicely. I'm probably going to have to heat the joints up before I do the hand switches. To look at the body, again, great detail. We don't have the tattoos like Gypsy had. This is more of a great white. And we've got some purple wash on the body, brings out the details. The belt looks great. I really would have liked a holster though for the pistol. I think that would have really kind of set things up. And I forgot to mention, I like how the the jacket, the shirt here looks like he mutated while wearing the clothes and just burst out of the clothes. That just gives it a nice touch. I'm gonna heat him up. I'm gonna switch out some of his hands and kind of have him look a little more in character. So Arthur here, our public enemy, he's got personality. He's got some panache. He has, yeah, I like it. I will say I'm not a fan of how they did the strap here. This is just like a ribbon material, and while there's a little slide buckle on here to tighten it on here, it is not doesn't feel like it's going to hold up. I'm a little worried about this fabric tearing on here. That could have been made out of sterner stuff, as they say. The gun, I want to point out, has a beautiful patina to it, so that's a very nice effect. And the double jointed elbow here, or maybe if they could have carved this a little more so he has a deeper 90 degree elbow, I think that is really detrimental to the figure, because I would like to have been able to have him bring the stogie to his mouth. I did try and failed. He cannot hold the cigar in his mouth. While the jaw can sort of close, it's really just a very loose fit here. You can see here I'm trying to knock it. Sometimes it stays, sometimes it doesn't. But if I put the cigar in his mouth, it will not hold. Overall, absolutely, this guy has just a fantastic presence to it. He definitely looks like the leader of the group, especially with the cigar on here. I almost feel like I wish I had started with him when looking at these figures, but then again, like I said, with some of the negatives that Gypsy had, this guy just gets better. So he's absolutely, he's a level up so far. Of the two, he's definitely the better built of them all. And God, just the presence. I mean, look, the shoes are scuffed up. The devil is in the details. The shirt is messy. He just looks like he's been brawling, and it just looks good from all angles here. God, the texturing on the skin. This is like, this is easily not something I would ever have thought I would be buying, to be honest. And it's just a fun piece. I like him. I do like him. I'm glad I bought him. I really do. Now I cannot wait to do the video for the third guy. But again, I got mine from 5K Toys. I think they may still have some available. I believe BBTS has these guys as well. I'm not gonna lie, 5K will probably get you a slightly better price. But yeah, so far I'm 2 for 2, a very happy purchaser. He just got Have you ever seen, oh God, what is that movie with Tom Hardy where he plays the twins? Seriously, if this guy was being a CGI movie, I would want Tom Hardy playing him. That's exactly what I want right there. So yes, I do recommend Arthur. I do recommend Gypsy. I probably be recommending the third guy once I remember his name. But again, you saw where I got them. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you enjoy this, give this a like. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you're at least here for the shark reviews, I will have the third one up, I promise you. And I have some stuff coming in from Savage Crucible. I've got my BBTS orders being shipped. So we've got all kinds of fun stuff coming up to this channel. So again, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and as always, until next time, take care. Peace.